America's Fight for Independence, the Revolution in 5 minutes. In 1776, 13 colonies challenged the British Empire. These colonies, located along the eastern seaboard of what is now the United States, were tired of British rule and the heavy taxes imposed upon them without any representation in the British Parliament. The desire for self-governance and freedom from oppressive laws fueled their determination. Here's how America won its independence. The journey was long and arduous, filled with battles, sacrifices, and moments of both despair and triumph. The spirit of the revolution was embodied by ordinary men and women who believed in the cause of liberty and justice. Key events leading to revolution. The seeds of revolution were sown through a series of significant events that escalated tensions between the colonies and the British Crown. French and Indian War. This conflict, which lasted from 1754 to 1763, left Britain with a massive debt. To recoup the costs, Britain imposed taxes on the colonies, leading to widespread resentment. Taxes without representation. The Stamp Act of 1765 and the Townshend Act of 1767 were particularly egregious as they taxed everyday items and legal documents, igniting anger among the colonists who had no say in these decisions. Boston Massacre. In 1770, British soldiers fired into a crowd of colonists, killing 5. This event was used as a powerful propaganda tool by revolutionaries to rally support against British rule. Boston Tea Party. In 1773, in protest against the Tea Act, colonists disguised as Native Americans dumped an entire shipment of tea into Boston Harbor, a bold act of defiance that further inflamed tensions. In 1775, war began at Lexington and Concord. These battles marked the official start of the Revolutionary War, with the shot heard around the world symbolizing the beginning of the colonies' fight for independence. A year later, the Declaration of Independence was signed. On July 4th, 1776, the Continental Congress adopted this historic document drafted by Thomas Jefferson, declaring the colonies' freedom from British rule and outlining the principles of individual liberty and government by consent. The war raged for 8 years, key moments. Throughout these years, several pivotal battles and events shaped the course of the war and ultimately led to American victory. Battle of Saratoga. In 1777, this crucial American victory convinced France to join the war on the side of the colonies, providing much-needed military support and resources. Valley Forge. During the harsh winter of 1777 to 1778, the Continental Army, led by General George Washington, endured severe hardships at Valley Forge but emerged stronger and more disciplined. French Alliance. The formal alliance with France in 1778 brought additional troops, naval support and supplies, significantly bolstering the American war effort. Yorktown. In 1781, the combined American and French forces achieved a decisive victory at the Battle of Yorktown, effectively ending major combat operations and paving the way for peace negotiations. In 1783, the Treaty of Paris recognized American independence. This treaty formally ended the war and acknowledged the sovereignty of the United States, marking the birth of a new nation. The Constitution followed, establishing the world's longest-running democracy. Ratified in 1788, the U.S. Constitution created a framework for a federal government based on democratic principles, with checks and balances to ensure no single branch would become too powerful. From colonies to a nation, the American Revolution changed the world. It inspired other countries to fight for their own independence and set a precedent for democratic governance. The ideals of liberty, equality, and self-determination that emerged from the revolution continue to influence global politics and societies to this day. Like and subscribe for more History in Minutes. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the events that have shaped our world.